that disconnect we've had from our own cultural heartbeats and sounds of music, the ability to sort of revitalize that, when I look at this project, I think is the best opportunity and hope to bring a level of healing. And the healing and harmony model is using music to intrinsically like lift people up in a way.
We've benefited from making music and being able to do that for a living in so many different ways, in mental health ways and therapeutic ways, and coming out and singing songs and writing lyrics about it is a way to address that. That power extends to people when they've gone through trauma.
I've been with ALS since 2011. We've been around for over 30 years, providing legal services to Indigenous people here in Toronto and beyond. Every single day, our staff are working with our community to try to help them access the Canadian justice system. And when the opportunity came up to work in this particular model, the healing and harmony, music has always been for Indigenous people a fabric of who we are. And the fact that we've used music and rhythm and drums and rattles for time immemorial, whether we're celebrating, mourning, lifting up others, I think part of that intergenerational strength is actually music. We're going to actually make some rattles. Even in this process, when you make something that's from the earth or from another animal or a part, we treat it with honor and respect. We're using deer hide, and we each get to choose what we want our sounds to be. So the whole purpose of us doing a hand rattle is not to freaking healing and harmony, because when you're finished and at the end of the day you have something in your hand that you've made yourself that is part of your sound. Little trick for those that don't want to sew too much: keep your longer edge intact, and then you don't have to sew as much. Little things, right? Where's your needle?
I dropped it on the ground and it took me 5 minutes to pick it up. Wait till you turn 40.
What inspired you to choose Make Music Matter for this only season of giving?
The band's always supported everything Make Music Matter's done, and going back to Song for Africa.
We're just a rock and roll band, you know what I mean? But we tend to think that if you can shine a light somewhere, if you can help even in the smallest way, then that's just the school that we've always kind of grown up in.
And that's what Make Music Matter does so good, right? It's putting it out there into the world, and so it becomes this thing that's not just building up inside of you anymore. It's tangible, and it's there, and it's written on paper, and it's in the form of a song, right?
The writing process was, we've all had very similar experiences as Indigenous women, so it wasn't so hard to find a common ground. Krista wrote kind of a short story. I wrote kind of like a little spoken word piece. Karen, our therapist, wrote a poem, and they've come together so nicely, and I just found all of those steps were steps towards healing.
Right. Yeah, we didn't have any like fist fights or anything over mine's coming out now.
Well, that's our band.
No, that comes later. Third record.
In 30 years of Aboriginal Legal Services being an agency, what we know works, what helps put people in better places, is a connection to culture and a connection to community. Guys, we were joking because I come in, I'm singing a song. Walk into the office, I'm like, and so I'm like, okay, the healing and harmony is working. Like the music therapy is working, obviously.